Here's a interesting artifact that I found years ago. As you can see, there's some decoration on the top here. I found this along the main line when I was living there when I was younger. And it was out in the field. We lived on about 52 acres. And I don't know if you know the history of the main line area, like outside Philly and all. There used to be Lenape Indians. And for over 10,000 years, they settled there. And of course, the white man came in, killed all the Indians mostly, and we stole all the land. We're the biggest thieves ever, right? I mean, I really stick up for Indians, American natives, because we actually, it was the worst what we've done to the Indians, the American Indians. You know, blacks complain about slavery. The Jewish people, of course, went through devastation times during the World War II with Hitler and all, but they don't complain, the Jewish people. But the worst civilization is Indians, of course, and you don't hear too many complaints on them, the ones that are left through the generations that have, you know, since it started. But I found this with my metal detector one year when I was about 16 years old, and I believe it's probably some type of Native American necklace of some sort. As you get here, it's some type of metal. I didn't really put a magnet yet to it, but so, you know, I'm in my late 50s now, getting close to 60. But you could see the design on it, and there was probably maybe a hole here, maybe some type of leather strap, and worn around the neck. I did have a couple more pieces, but I lost them through the moves, through the years. But I quite didn't have the whole thing, so I think it was just about this long. So, you know, you're talking maybe a good 2.5, 3 inches from the top to the bottom. And but again, the history where I lived was a lot of Lenape tribes, and I did find quite a few other things during that time when I was about 16. But I lost those through the moves, and this is the only thing I have left. And the house that we lived in back in the Civil War days, there was a famous general. I believe it was General Lafayette, if I remember. He used to live in the house that we lived in. So, and there was 3 different sections that were built during that time, and then the 1900s, and then the early or the late 1960s then. So there was like 3 different sections of the house. So it's a pretty good sized house. So I really love the history of this, and I would love if it could only talk. Like, you know, if only everything could talk if we have things, but we know that can't be. But I really believe this is some type of Indian artifact, and you know, I'd love to find out what kind of metal it is, and maybe somebody that knows American Indians or even Lenape Indians, because like I said, they lived in that area, would know what this is, or even maybe come close. Maybe I should put it on some type of board or something, and you know, this is something we shouldn't throw out, because it's amazing to even for me to even have this after so many years, but to even find that at that time, you know, when I was just running around with my metal detector. All right, there you go. Thought it would be interesting to show people.